conversation with a friend that got lost in translation, literally. My next guest, David Lukacs, CEO of Ortsbo, has created a website to help you out. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Amber.
Okay, so translation is obviously in huge demand online. I'm used to using Google Translate, you know, if I get a message in a different language, but it seems like your software offers something so much more extensive than that.
Well, absolutely. We offer multiple languages, multiple users, multiple networks all at the same time, but in real time. So you can chat with people across Facebook, Gtalk, MSN, and number of users and number of languages in real time. So it really does offer the opportunity to break down the language barrier online.
It's so interesting now, too, because I can only imagine there are so many people out there who are doing work internationally, and there is that language barrier, and you want to be able to communicate in an easier way. Can you kind of show us a demo of how this works, just so people can wrap their head around the software itself?
If I might. So what happens is you can go to ortsbo.com, so that's www.ortsbo.com. From there, very easy, you can launch the application.
Okay.
You'll be directly sent over to our language integration system, and very easily log onto your network. So in this case, we're looking at MSN. So click on MSN, I log into my MSN account, and now I'm absolutely active. So I can pick a friend that's available. And in fact, I'm logging into a couple. I'm now in Google Talk as well. So I can log into multiple chat networks at the same time. My friends will receive whatever I chat with them directly in their chat window in that language. So I'm picking now that I can chat in English or in French or whatever language I prefer. I can start to type to my friends. Hello, hi, how are you? They'll start coming back to me and talking to me in different languages, and it's very simple. I pick what language I want to talk in, I pick what language my friend wants to receive in, they receive in their native language, I receive back in my native language. It's that simple. So
how are you finding people are using this? Because it seems like it would be kind of neat, you know, even if you have friends overseas, but like I mentioned also for business, what is the most common way that people are taking advantage of this?
Very much so. They're using it just to speak with friends, family, and relatives that they really are having trouble conversing with any other way. I mean, conventionally today, what you'd have to do is go to a translate tool, type in what you want, paste it back and forth in email. In this case, you can go right into the network you want to choose, like Facebook. You can start chatting from Ortsbo. Your family or friend can receive in Russian or in Chinese or in French. In their chat window, they can type back to you in that language, and you're receiving in your native language like English. So it's instant, real-time, multiple language, multiple user, multiple network. So people are using it, and we're seeing over 5 million minutes currently each week with the application, and it's only 6 months old.
Wow, amazing. Now, the first thing that comes to my mind is that a lot of people are depending on this to have chat conversations, but chat really is kind of an intimate environment in some ways. You know, it's not necessarily like sending an email. You tend to be more casual in chat. So what about privacy issues with the software? You know, a lot of people are obviously allowing you to read all of the content that they're sending across.
Well, we're not retaining the chat. We're just doing the pass-through. So there's a privacy policy that everybody adheres to or clicks on and reads, we hope, at the time that they you know, we all have a tendency sometimes just to click on anything, but there's a very comprehensive privacy policy. We've been doing secure work for a number of years, so we're very in tune with those security issues, and we don't keep anything.
Now, what about the cost for people who are using the service?
It's free. The online application is free. We are bringing out an application that connects directly to your Microsoft Outlook, allowing you to now email in multiple languages. So we could have a conversation, an email conversation with 3 people. I could send it out in English. They could receive it in Spanish, French, and German. They could type back to me in their native language, and I'd receive it back in English again.
Now, as far as the audience that is using this right now, you're based in the Toronto area.
Yes.
Is it truly, it must be an international audience?
Oh, absolutely. It's amazing to see how many people are using it out of China. We have a special domain, ortsboqq.com, where we don't actually promote Facebook because of the restrictions in China.
Oh, gotcha.
So we, it's just absolutely amazing to see how many people are using it from what different regions. We have 30,000 Facebook fans in less than 6 months. We have, in the last 2 weeks, we've added 3,000 Twitter followers. This product has just taken off and is dynamic. In fact, this week we've had a 30% increase in traffic.
That is just phenomenal. You know, it just really opens up the world for so many people to do business, find friends, and be able to have these great conversations.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we will make sure we put a link on cb24.com because I know there are people right now who are probably wondering how they can use this software as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.